Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy the video, as it really does help my channel, but it also helps others to see and hear the messages that they're meant to get, okay? It circulates the video. I want to remind you it is a general reading. It's definitely going to resonate completely for some of you, but not all of you. So take what does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? So this reading is going to be the full moon in Aries. This is all about rebirth, realities, struggles, and forgiveness. And Yasmin Boland says that the first thing to note about this full moon is that it's the first one in the new lunar cycle. And the previous full moon was in Pisces, the last of the 12 signs of the zodiac. So Aries is the first sign and therefore makes this the first new lunar cycle, first moon in the new lunar cycle. So if you want to see what happens in your life when you work with the full moon every month, now's the time to commit. While working with the new moon is fun and amazing, it's working with the full moon and releasing resistance through forgiveness and surrender that truly allows us to consciously create our lives. Why? Because in doing that release work, we become more energetically clear, and when that happens, it's much easier for us to send out our dreams to the universe. So think of yourself like a radio. When you're energetically clear, you're tuned into the right station on the right frequency and broadcasting your intentions clearly. So in other words, what we feel is what we put out to the universe, and what we put out is exactly what comes back to us. So release any and all anger and upset and resentment at the full moon, and you'll feel good. And when you feel good, you manifest and attract and create great things, consciously or not. These are all things to think about at this full moon, which looks like being fiery and perhaps extra emotional. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Okay, so obviously we've got the Moonology cards here. And the first one we've got here is the full moon. Surrender to divine. Always. It's always about surrendering. It's always about releasing, letting go. And then the other one we have is full moon in Aries, because this is a full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Ooh. Some of us could be having tower moments. Ugh. Although some of those tower moments can be good. They can be good surprises, good shocks. Unexpected, right? Okay, so I think that is everything that I need to go over with you here for this. So let's get into doing the zodiac readings. Okay, Libra, let's get into your reading for this full moon in Aries. The first thing I want to make you aware of is what house this full moon is going to be in for you. And it's going to be in your 7th house. And what that suggests is that it's time for you to step aside just a little and invest some emotional energy in other people, possibly your significant other, a business partner, or even an adversary. But at the very least, you need to be in a place where you have balance, because it seems that someone else needs your attention right now. The full moon can also bring closures. So if you're in a friendship or a relationship that's ending, you already know that it's coming to an end. You can proceed in the knowledge that you are finishing things up at the right time, celestially speaking, because full moons are all about closure, endings, releasing what is no longer serving a purpose in your life, right? So that you're ready for whatever the new moon brings, because new moons are all about receiving and new beginnings and starting in a new direction. So we're going to start with Queen of the Moon Oracle cards for you. Okay, your first card out is, sorry, but this is too funny. Card 27 breaks down to a 9, which is all about tying up loose ends because something is about to come to a close, okay? So it's time to get it ready to shut it down because this is the card of release. And this is waning crescent 4 moon. Now, once I get all of these cards up, I will let you know what the timing of them is and we'll put them in order, okay? Now, I've got my little fur baby in the studio with me, and she's just healing from a crash. So, and she does have chronic bronchitis, which means her breathing is still a little bit on the loud side. So you might hear her, but she's okay. Okay, so your next card is 26, which breaks down to an 8. This is all about your abundance. It's a waning crescent 3, and it's about surrendering. And that is exactly what a full moon is all about. We should be surrendering, period. But at a full moon, you've got to let go of things. You've got to surrender. Trust. Trust that what's meant for you won't pass you by, no matter what. And you don't have control over it. So if it's coming, it's coming no matter what. If it's leaving no matter what. That was a big one for me. But, okay, now we have card 22. I do not break these ones down because 22 is an Ascended Masters number. So that doesn't break down, okay? So you have Ascended Masters around you right now. And they are enlightening you because this is a waning give us 6 card. And it's about wisdom. So you are being enlightened here. You're being raised up, elevated, downloaded. You're ascending, for sure. Look at her. She's got all these books of knowledge and wisdom, and she's climbing to the top of them. That's exactly what you're doing. You're being raised up by way of wisdom. You're going to have clarity at some point here in regards to a situation. Okay, now you have, oh my goodness, card 44. Again, I don't break this down because this is about Ascended Masters, and this is a 44. So, man, do you have Ascended Masters around you. Super moon, and that is the new moon coming up. It's a super moon. This is about attraction. This is you manifesting, Libra. This is you attracting to you what it is that you want in your life. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the timing of these cards for you. Okay, so first things first. Wisdom. Because wisdom is a waning give us 6. That is October 26th. So about a week after this full moon in Aries here, you're going to gain some wisdom, which is going to help you move forward, right? So your next card is the Surrender card. That's a waning crescent 3, and that is October 31st. So with the wisdom that comes to you, the clarity that is gifted, and it is gifted to you because this is an Ascended Masters number. You're being gifted with a clarity here. It's going to help you to surrender. It's going to help you to realize, yeah, everything that's meant to be is going to be. I have no control over it, so I might as well just go with the flow, and that's what you're going to end up doing. Next, you have the Release card, which is a waning crescent 4. This is November 1st. All of your timing is within the next month. So you're going to have a big month between the 20th of October, and actually it's not even a month, between the 20th of October and the 4th of November, because this attraction card here, the supermoon, this is the new moon, November 4th. It's a supermoon. How it's a supermoon, I don't know, because it's a new moon. You're not even going to be able to see it, but it just means that it's closer to the earth. So if it was a full moon and it was lit up, it would look bigger, okay? So November 4th, there's an attraction here. You attract something. Or you meet someone that there's an attraction with. We're going to find out because we're going to get other cards here. So we'll get the information. Okay, now we're going to get some cards from Luna Somnia. I want to point out that If you click on the title of this video, it'll drop down the description box. That's where you'll find the listing of all the decks that I'm using. Also, your extended link is down there for this video, okay? Ooh, are we keeping those? Yes, we are, okay. And they are secret cards because they went face down. Okay, so your first card out is the Four of Cups. Now this sits on top of wisdom and surrender. So some of you may have disappointment in love, maybe in the past, maybe currently you're feeling disappointed in love. But surrender this. Surrender it. You're going to get some kind of information here from your guides, from spirit, that's going to help you to surrender this. I feel like this is something, well, it's something you need to release, right? You need to learn to surrender and go with the flow. But when you get this clarity here, it's going to make it easier for you to understand that maybe something in the past wasn't or isn't such a big disappointment. Maybe it's coming back around. Maybe that's what you're attracting once you release the feeling of being disappointed in love. It's going to be different for all of you, right? So now on top of surrender and release, once you surrender to the energy and you release this Four of Cups feeling, you will be successful. Six of Wands. This is all about having exactly what you want. It's about being victorious. It's about being looked up to by others. It could mean fame. You could be walking into fame here somewhere, somehow. This could have to do with business or career for some of you. You know, the energy, again, it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's going to be around love. Some of you, it could be around business or career. And the Four of Cups, that's disillusionment, that's disappointment. So maybe you have a love or a passion and you wanted to start something with it and it didn't work out before. But you know what? You're coming into some wisdom here, some knowledge that's going to help you to surrender and move forward. So again, that could be about business. Now on top of the release and the attraction card, wow, you have the Eight of Wands. This is very, very fast forward moving energy. Sometimes it has to do with travel. Sometimes it has to do with communication. You could be attracting someone in your into your world with communication. Maybe you're communicating telepathically. Maybe this is all about your energy. Maybe it's just you releasing that energy that you need to release, that is communication enough that you attract exactly what you want. When we hold on to things like this energetically, we block ourselves from anything coming in. So you releasing, you're opening yourself up to this, whatever it is that you're attracting, you're opening yourself up to it. And that's my chair rubbing up against my desk. I'm over too far. There. Okay. Okay, so now what are we going to get, angels? Now we're going to get Gaia Oracle. Okay, so on top of the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands, wow, you have this card. Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. See, this is what I was saying. This could be something that you have a passion for, business-wise or career-wise, right? Or it could be a person, because it is about passion and love. Spiritual communion, that tells me this is a soulmate. For those of you that this is about love, this is a soulmate. This could be for those of you that are already in a committed relationship as well. You're just shifting within the dynamics here. So this is card 12, which breaks down to a 3. This is all about your growth and your evolution. But it's success, it's victory. In passion and love, somehow, this information that comes to you, the clarity that allows you to surrender and release the old way of thinking, feeling, or believing, opens you up to this whole new world. Now, on top of the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, you have card number 2, which is all about duality and partnership. Moonlight Goddess. Repressed emotions, healing and reflection. Yes, this is all about something that you've been holding inside emotionally. That's what the surrender and release is all about, and the 4 of Cups. This is a way of feeling and possibly a way of thinking because of something that happened in the past. You gotta let go of it, because the minute you do, off you go. Okay, now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. I'm being drawn to the bookend cards here. You've got the Ascended Master, I can't speak. You've got the Ascended Masters card here on this end, number 22, and then you've got number 44 on this end. They are bookending surrender and release. So you are being squeezed to surrender and release. Spirit is giving you some clarity. Hopefully that will help you to move forward. But that was pointed out to me, and I found it very interesting. Okay, so on top of Sacred Heart and Moonlight Goddess, you've got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. This could be what happened in the past. Maybe there was a third party that interfered with something and you weren't able to come together with whoever it was you wanted to come together with. And that doesn't mean, third party doesn't mean you or they were in a romantic relationship. It could mean that there was a third person that was pushing for the opposite thing to happen, right? Somebody that was sticking their nose in that shouldn't have been sticking their nose in. But you got attraction again. I feel like for some of you, this is something coming back around in love. Now, this could be, again, in regards to business or career. There could be a third person. You know, this is something, maybe a business you want to start. And you've got someone outside of it that's saying, well, that's kind of a stupid thing to do. That's never going to work. And then it kind of slows you down. It depletes and stops, right? Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. And you have, be grateful for what you now have. Gratitude always speeds things up. Gratitude speeds things up, but it also brings the type of manifestations that you want in your life. The good ones, the ones that make you happy, because being grateful brings you more of what you're feeling. And gratuity, or gratefulness is a very positive energy. So it'll bring positivity your way. Okay, now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card for you. Ooh, double time. When I created this deck, I had been seeing a bunch of different numbers, a lot, and I asked my guides what they meant, and whatever they gave me is what went on the cards. Half of the deck is numbered. This is 1122. If you're seeing 1122, or you start seeing it after this point, This is what it represents. Everything's moving at twice the speed. Energetically, things are going to pick up. And look at it's on this side, right? So once you gain the clarity, you surrender and release what you need to release with this full moon, the attraction, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest or attract back to you, it's going to come to you in double time, twice the speed as it would normally. And you will feel that. You should be able to feel that energy coming in, because it usually comes in very strong. You'll just feel like everything around you is moving super fast. And that's how you know that you are about to manifest what it is you want to manifest. Okay, so now we're going to get this out of my way here. Whispers of Love card. Yeah, you're being asked to get into the receiving mode because Spirit wants to bring you this, whatever it is. Card 34 breaks down to a 7, which is a very divine number. It's divine intervention, divine timing, divine guidance. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. I don't think there needs to be anything else said with that. Okay, now I want to get you a Soul's Journey card, because you are definitely on your soul's journey here. You are being bottlenecked into going the directions your soul wants you to go, or that Spirit wants you to go in. But they're not taking you to any place bad, Libra. It's taking you someplace very good. You just have to release that old way of thinking, being, or feeling. And I don't feel like it's anything huge either. It's just somewhere in your world there's disillusionment around love or something that you love. Something or someone that you love. You got to release that. That's the old. The new is coming in. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah. You got to move this out of your world. Make room for what you really want, Libra. My dad told me that in a dream a few years ago, a few short years ago. He said, make room for what you really want, Diane. Because we can only have so much in our world. It's not like we can have it all and then, everything piles up on you or around you. You've got to make room for what you want. Okay, now we're going to get a message specifically from Spirit for you, because this is the Motivation Manifesto deck, and I've found that every time I get one of these cards, it's a definite message from Spirit, direct for the zodiac sign. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell you, Libra. Yes. This goes back to that third-party situation. I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. So if anybody's telling you that, going in that direction is really going to hurt you, it's going to be hard, don't listen to them. Whatever you're directed to do, wherever you're directed to go, because that is the best place for you. That's why you're being directed and guided there. Okay, Libra, I'm going to ask your guides and Spirit what it is that you need to let go of, what you need to release and surrender in order to move forward and have this manifestation that you really want, that Spirit wants you to have. We're going to do that in the extended, okay? So click on the title of this video, drop down the description box. The link is there. It's going to take you to my website. Those of you that are going over, I will see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.